Kansas City's breaking news leader. This is 41 Action News.
Because he had her, clenched to his chest, held to his chest to where, he was trying to stop the bleeding.
That was the man who called 911 after a one-year-old baby girl was shot and killed in KC Mo. The details of her death are still a mystery.
A Raytown house fire leaves one woman in critical condition.
You walked in, I woke up. I've never seen a pretty girl look so tough, baby.
A lot of people are talking about today the world in shock after the sudden death of Prince. How people across the country and in the metro are mourning the loss of the music legend.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jane Monreal.
And I'm Richard Sharp. Lindsay and Patrick have this Friday off. Welcome to 41 Action News today. All right, let's get a check on our weather with Nicole Phillips, who joins us now. Nicole, great Friday so far today.
Yeah, it's going to be an even better weekend. American Century Investments, I have Skyview here looking towards downtown. We have mostly clear skies. It's dry. Same thing as we look towards the Cade this morning. Lights lit up. We have another game tonight. I'll bring you that forecast in a few minutes. But first, let's get you out the door this morning. Temperature is a little bit chilly. You're going to need to bundle up right around 49 degrees in St. Joseph, 45 in Lawrence, 52 right now at KCI, 56 in Pleasanton with our winds sitting out of the north-northwest around 7 to even 6 miles per hour. Our winds today are going to be right between 5 to 10, so not too bad. But temperature-wise, it's going to really warm up. Now, check out this forecast here. We're going to drop a few more degrees as we go into 7 a.m. We're going to see some sun. Also, as we head towards noon, 66 degrees. A few more clouds will build back in, so we'll see partly cloudy skies. But right around 73 degrees as we head towards 4 p.m. and we'll stay mild even as we go into tonight. Now, this weekend, temperatures start to warm up. We also add in a chance of showers and storms. I'll break that down with my full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. New this morning, one person is in the hospital after being shot in KC Mo.
It happened near 25th and Brooklyn Avenue shortly after midnight. Police tell us the people involved were meeting up to fight. The suspects and victims are in their late teens.
Also this morning, a house in KC Mo catches fire while the owner was still inside. The man living there is okay. He says he could tell there was a fire when he saw the glow coming from the wall. It was at 58th Terrace and Askew Avenue. The fire happened inside the wall of the attic. He was able to get out unharmed and call 911. Firefighters say it was likely electric. And this morning, a woman is recovering after being hurt in a Raytown house fire. It happened last night near 70th Terrace and Raytown Road. The woman is in critical condition. 2 cats and 2 dogs died. Most of the damage was in the front bedroom of the home. Firefighters are working to find out how it started.
He was covered in blood. He didn't have a shirt on, but he had blood all on his arms and chest.
And a 1-year-old girl shot and killed yesterday. This morning, Kansas City police are trying to unravel the hows and whys. 41 Action News reporter Lexi Suter is in the neighborhood where all those questions are still trying to be answered.
Hey, good morning, guys. This scene was active all day long. For more than 8 hours, police were in the area of 26th and Lawn trying to figure out exactly what happened, what led to the death of a 1-year-old girl who was shot and killed inside her home here in this area. Now, we did speak with witnesses who saw the father carry out that baby girl and put her in an ambulance. Take a listen to what they had to say.
I was sitting on the couch, and when I heard the shot, since it's like right next door to me, and I'm laying on my couch and it's right in the living room, and when I come out, he's already out on the porch, I can hear him hollering from, my living room.
We know the father of that baby girl was being questioned by police on Thursday. There was also a 3-year-old inside the home at the time. He was not injured. We are expecting an update this morning from Kansas City Police. Reporting in Kansas City, Lexi Suter, 41 Action News.
Surveillance pictures show the man who police say rammed a patrol car in Olathe. Officers say he tried to shoplift from the Target near 154th and Woodland. When police confronted him, officers say he struck a patrol car. They also say the suspect was driving a stolen vehicle. A disappointing day for the family of a Kansas City woman murdered in 2004. Late yesterday, a jury found Jeffrey Sowerby not guilty in the death of Summer Shipp. Shipp disappeared more than a decade ago while giving out door-to-door surveys in Independence. Her dismembered remains were found 3 years later. Shipp's family is not happy with the jury's decision.
We, in our hearts, know that he was guilty. Whether or not those 12 people agreed with us, obviously they didn't.
Sowerby is already serving time for a 1998 murder. Police want help finding this man. They say he robbed a Dollar General in Excelsior Springs. Officers say he stole cash from the store Tuesday night before running off. As you can see, the suspect has a distinct tattoo or marking on his right calf. If you recognize the man or have any information, call police.
A break in a 27-year-old KCK double murder case following the results of new forensic reports and comprehensive review. Yesterday, prosecutors charged Melvin Shields. They say he shot and killed Jolene Jones and Steve Ray in April of 1988 near 19th in Argentine. The wife of a man killed outside a grocery store is hoping someone will come forward with information on his murder.
Jacob Branter was shot to death outside Price Chopper near Blue Spring Cutoff and 350 Highway. He had met the man to sell a gun. Branter's 10-year-old daughter was in their vehicle at the time.
There's no doubt in our minds that what he was doing was protecting his daughter. That's what he did. He was our protector, and that is definitely what he did that night.
I never knew what evil was until they took my son. Just somebody please come forward, please.
Police are looking for a blue Ford 500. Reward is up to $4,000. If you have any information, call the TIPS hotline, 816-474-TIPS.
Well, the man once trusted to work at a local church is now charged with child sex crimes. James Burton worked as a maintenance supervisor at St. Peter's Church. Detectives say the alleged crimes did not happen on church property, and the victim, who's less than 14 years old, is not a student at the church's school. Burton denies any sexual contact with the alleged victim.
A 15-year-old is now charged with killing a Raytown teen. Prosecutors say the suspect shot and killed 15-year-old J.R. Strong in February just east of 40 Highway and I-70. A court is now deciding whether or not the teen will be charged as an adult. The man accused of robbing Subway restaurants across the city is now behind bars. Prosecutors believe Terrence Coleman robbed several locations over the last few months, but right now he's just charged with one robbery. Coleman is due in court next week.
A big step in revitalizing Kansas City's Jazz District. City leaders plan to commit more than $27 million in bonds to the area of 18th and Vine. That money will be used to install sidewalks and streetlights and to connect the Jazz District to the crossroads.
We are poised for a transformation, a renaissance, so to speak, here at 18th and Vine. So this is extremely exciting.
If you have 30 days left to let the city know what you think about this plan. The meeting is set to discuss this plan for the May 9th at the Greg Kleiss Community Center. A restaurant owner at 18th and Vine is now facing federal charges. Prosecutors charge Paul Gosserland with drug and weapons charges. The 57-year-old owns Danny's Big Easy Cajun restaurant. Investigators also say Gosserland possessed several weapons in connection with the drug trafficking.
In a developing story, the world is stunned by the sudden death of Prince yesterday. The music legend was found unresponsive in an elevator on his compound outside Minneapolis. No details have been released on the cause of the 57-year-old's death. Just this month, Prince canceled a concert due to an illness. His plane also made an emergency landing, and he was rushed to a hospital for flu-like symptoms.
Thousands of people in Minneapolis are celebrating the life of the music icon.
Check this out. You can see all these people in the streets. They were dancing outside of First Avenue, the city's most famous music venue. Prince is credited with helping the venue gain popularity by filming a large portion of his classic movie Purple Rain there. He also recorded several songs with a live audience inside First Avenue. Most of the fans in the street wore purple to honor the musician.
Prince's hometown baseball team honored the legend. The team turned all the lights purple with the message on the video boards that read, quote, "Good night, sweet Prince." They also honored Prince by posting a short video of the players singing one of his classics.
Little red Corvette, baby, you must too fast. Little red Corvette.
The only way you can pay tribute to Prince. Well, other parts of the country are also honoring Prince in his home state. The I-35 bridge in Minnesota lit in purple. And in New Orleans, the Superdome is also lit in purple in honor of the music legend. Amazing. Well, fans around the world and right here in Kansas City are mourning the loss of Prince.
In Westport, his records are flying off the shelves. The store saw 5 different inquiries within 15 minutes yesterday afternoon. Fans say there was no one like Prince.
He was so vital, and just to think of like all the stuff that he was doing in the music industry.
His performances are always just awesome, and he's timeless. I mean, he has not changed. His artistry has stayed the same. His, like I said, even his vocals have always been consistent.
Prince sold more than 100 million records worldwide. His top hits include Purple Rain, 1999, When Doves Cry.
Even President Obama paid tribute to Prince. He said, quote, "He was a virtuoso instrumentalist, a brilliant band leader, and an electrifying performer. A strong spirit transcends rules," Prince once said, and nobody's spirit was stronger, bolder, or more creative. To celebrate the legacy of Prince, the Alamo Drafthouse plans to show the 1984 film Purple Rain on Monday night.
All ticket proceeds will go to the Midwest Music Foundation. Pretty cool. Our extensive coverage on Prince's sudden death doesn't stop here. On our website, kshb.com, you can find updates to learn more. For example, we just posted the 911 transcript of his death.
A water main line break in Lewisburg this week, leaving the entire area without water.
Where the city is putting the blame.
Well, we have a great forecast for Friday, but how does the weekend look? Details coming up in a few minutes.
4:39 now, live picture from Minneapolis, where people are still mourning the loss of Prince this morning. Surveillance video captures a truck that hit two cars, then rolled into a tree. This happened in St. Joseph this past Sunday. Take a look at the top of your screen here. You can see it slam into one of the cars and flip over. Oh, man. Police say the driver went to the hospital and is in intensive care. The driver of that car you saw that hit is okay. And another truck couldn't quite fit under a bridge. Olayda posted this picture of a truck stuck under Spruce Street tracks. Take a look. This driver couldn't clear out the 11-foot 4-inch clearance. The area was closed for a while crews fixed the bridge. Not only that, repaired the tracks as well. Jane?
Now to an update in Olathe covering the water, the lead in the water there. The city says it's still waiting on test results. This could take up to 5 days. Wednesday, we learned increased levels of lead were found in the water, the Ridgeview South neighborhood. This affects about 105 homes near I-35 and Old 56 Highway. The city is providing the neighborhood with bottled water. 41 Action News is trying to get answers for a town frustrated with several water main breaks. A crew cut Lewisburg's water main line on Wednesday. It knocked out water service to the entire area for several hours. The city says it's not the contractor's fault. They blame the lack of adequate mapping for water lines.
Because of the age of the infrastructure that's in place and the requirements at the time, not everything's buried with tracer wire, which makes it easy to find when you're locating water mains.
The city says it's now using a special truck to help spot the underground lines. GOP frontrunner Donald Trump speaks out about North Carolina's controversial bathroom bill.
What Trump said about it and which one of his competitors disagrees.
On the campaign trail, Donald Trump speaks out about an issue causing a lot of controversy.
Yeah, the billionaire announced he opposes North Carolina's new bathroom bill. The bill requires transgender people to use bathrooms corresponding with their gender at birth.
People go, they use the bathroom that they feel is appropriate. There has been so little trouble, and the problem with what happened in North Carolina is the strife and the economic punishment that they're taking.
Now, Trump's Republican rival, Senator Ted Cruz, quickly jumped on the billionaire's comments. Cruz called the new law in North Carolina common sense.
Let me ask you, are there any parents of daughters here? I'm the father of 2 little girls. Here is basic common sense. Grown adult men, strangers, should not be alone in a bathroom with little girls.
New details on the federal investigation into Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. The FBI director says there is no timetable for the agency to complete its probe. It revolves around Clinton's use of a private email server while she served as Secretary of State. The 2 Democratic candidates, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, campaigned in states holding primaries next week. Clinton attended a discussion on gun violence in Connecticut. Sanders campaigned in Pennsylvania.
Well, good morning. Happy Friday. American Century Investments Live Skyview. Dry start to the day, a little bit breezy out there. As we look at American Century Investments Live Skyview here, looking towards the K. great weather for the Royals game tonight. Temperature right now 52 degrees. We're going to see winds right around 7 miles per hour. They'll pick up to right around 10 for the afternoon. Now, despite the fact that we had a lot of rain earlier in the week, we are still very dry. Check out our drought monitor here. Abnormally dry for Kansas City up to St. Joseph. We do have a few areas in our viewing area that are under a moderate drought, so we definitely need more rain. We do stand right around 2 inches under where we need to be in terms of rainfall, and today we're not going to get any rain. In fact, we're going to see a mixture of sun and clouds as we head towards the morning, and by the afternoon those clouds will start to decrease. Going into the evening and overnight hours, mostly clear. A few high clouds in the northeastern portions of the viewing area, but by Saturday afternoon, sunny skies. It's going to be great. We're going to keep that great weather even as we head towards Saturday evening. So if you have plans on Saturday, go for it. It's looking absolutely beautiful. Highs today between 70 to 75 degrees, 9 on our Eat Outside Index. North wind 6 to 9 miles per hour. Shouldn't cause you too many issues. Get out and enjoy the weather. If you're going to go tailgating, 73 degrees. Also a mixture of sun and clouds, but by first pitch, right around 71 degrees. Those winds are going to calm down to right around 5 miles per hour as we head towards the late evening hours. Warming up significantly as we head towards this weekend. This forecast is absolutely great. 78 degrees on Saturday, 80 by Sunday. We will add in, however, a chance of showers and storms going into Sunday night and Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have another chance of showers and storms. We're going to have to watch each of those chances because we do have the potential for some severe weather as temperatures stay in the mid-70s, 70 by Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, could be a little iffy in some parts of the viewing areas. Keep it tuned in here.
We need the rain, but it's nice to hold it off to the weekend.
Yeah, and you know, that rain is, it looks like that rain's going to come overnight. So that's the good news about that. But today, no rain. 75 sunny. Get out and go to Gary's Picnic in the park today from 4 to 6:30. Clark Ketterman Park. He's going to be there with Sunny the weather dog. Also, the first 141 people get free food.
141, get it? 41.
Yeah. So free food and Sunny and Gary. I'll be out there as well. So come on out and enjoy it. Yeah.
Great day for a picnic.
It is.
Thanks, Nicole.
Nicole, thank you. Missouri's budget now is in the hands of the governor. Missouri lawmakers passed the $27 billion budget last night. It would increase education funding by $71 million and cut off funding for Planned Parenthood.
Millions of dollars are now in the works for 2 struggling mental hospitals in Kansas. In January, the feds took away millions from the Osawatomie State Hospital. It came after a survey found they failed to adequately supervise cases. Now, 2 state committees approved $17 million for Osawatomie and a facility in Larned. The Senate and House will consider the increase next week.
And the Royals, coming off a series win, are hoping for another win tonight.
Yeah, tonight the boys in blue play the Baltimore Orioles at Kauffman. But last night they were able to win the final game against the Detroit Tigers, and they did it with a shutout. The Royals beat the Tigers 4-0. It is Friday, which means a new set of movies are coming to theaters.
A lot of people excited about these ones. One of them involves 2 famous people in U.S. history, Elvis and President Richard Nixon. We'll have the details on that and some other new films coming out in just a few minutes. A city in Germany now has a fountain spouting beer. That's right. The beer fountain was installed to celebrate the 500th anniversary of a law regulating the purity of beer. The southern German state of Bavaria now has a month-long festivity honoring the law from 1516. It's no longer a law, but many German brewers used it as a guideline for how their beer should be made. According to the tradition, beer should only be made with 3 ingredients: hops, water, and malt.
That's right.
Impressive.
The King of Rock and the man behind the Watergate scandal are coming together in a film premiering this weekend.
And just like a lot of comic books being made into films, so are more fairy tales. New one's coming out today. Raphael Seth takes a peek at this weekend's box office preview.
Emily Blunt can't let it go in The Huntsman: Winter's War. This pre-Snow White tale stars Charlize Theron as an evil queen threatened by her younger sibling's beauty. So when she brings harm to Emily's baby, Blunt builds an ice kingdom to train warrior huntsmen because the cold never bothered her anyway. The Huntsman: Winter's War is rated PG-13.
Industrial city, business center, university,
Tom Hanks wanders the desert in a hologram for the king. He's a businessman in Saudi Arabia, but the customs are not what he's accustomed to, and his anxiety soon lands him in the caring hands of the Hunger Games' Sarita Choudhury. A hologram for the king is rated R.
Well, he's one of the most famous men on the planet. Loves guns, hates the Beatles.
The king of rock and roll meets the mastermind of Watergate in Elvis and Nixon. This is based on an actual meeting that took place when Elvis Presley showed up at the White House to request a meeting with President Richard Nixon. Michael Shannon and Kevin Spacey star. Elvis Nixon is rated R.
I'll help you find a girlfriend for 20 grand.
A federale gets the gringo in Compadres. This comedy Bang Bang follows a framed former Mexican cop who breaks out of prison. He needs help from a hacker to find who done him wrong, only to discover his computer whiz is a 17-year-old from San Diego. Compadres is in select theaters. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, 41 Action News.
Well, it's getting warmer, which means the bugs start coming back out, which means pesky bug bites.
Oh my gosh, they love me. But it turns out most people don't know the difference between what is a bug bite or other skin conditions. We'll be hearing from a dermatologist who's been seeing a lot of patients for something they thought was a skin condition, but it turned out to have been caused by a certain bug.
And tigers are great to look at when you're in the zoo, but how would you feel seeing one, walking through your neighborhood? That's exactly what happened to residents in Texas. But instead of attacking the person, tiger she ran into responded a little differently. That and more coming up on 41 Action News today at 5.